Some heroes say,
だってばよ。
whilst some others say,
戦え
and others say.
やかましい鬱陶しいぞ
But the one that's taking the spotlight today and the one I'll be talking about, one that's very dear to me, is Bojji. And he says, I've recently rewatched this beautiful show and there was a lot of things that I want to speak about. Starting with the main character's heart, one that's full of strength and heroism. So welcome to my video where I'm going to break down a few of the key things that make Bojji so special and such a great character overall for everybody to derive some inspiration from. It is a universal desire to become somebody that's admirable, that's somebody that's good-hearted. And not only for the sake of others but for our own perception of ourselves. And as I have been doing in my anime videos that I talk about, I'll be breaking down some of the key traits about Bojji that makes him so amazing. Of course, this anime and then this reality, there's movies and then there's realities, there's anything that you see and this reality, when you try to imitate it, it is in your duty or power to acquire knowledge and then translate it into your own life. Because reality and fictional world aside, in the first place, whenever we learn from anybody else, it's another world completely. They live a different life, they are a different person from who you are, so we gotta adapt the knowledge that we have learned to ourselves. In the same manner, the things that I'll be sharing today, think about them and try to do them for yourself and figure out how you can adopt them or increase them if you already have these qualities. Starting off, let me debrief you on Bojji. I'll try not to spoil too much, but Bojji is the son of two giants and he was cursed from birth. Because of this, he is deaf and does not have any strength. Being the prince of the kingdom, he of course strives to become the king, and he's faced with many problems such as treason, bullying, being ostracized. But despite all of this, he has unyielding determination. This is the first thing that a hero needs, to be devoted to a cause and to not give up. You and I both have things that we wish to accomplish in our lives, be it goals, be it certain relationships, be it whatever. And as we walk the path to get to this goal, there are many things that get in our way, of course. Nothing in life is given for free. So we have to fight through different problems with the world, trying to put obstacles in our way. People, our bosses, our mentors. This unyielding determination and sacrifice to a cause is what turns somebody into that hero. But this is more common to everybody. Now, what about something more specific to Bojji? I would say that his biggest strength in general is his empathy. He has a big heart and he always sees the good in others, even in those who have wronged him. His ability to forgive and understand people inspires others to change for the better. He also makes people more loyal to him. How hard is it for you and I to forgive somebody that has done bad to us? Perhaps maybe from a traumatic childhood, somebody we can't forgive from our family, or a bully from high school, or a boss that took advantage of you, or whomever. It would take a lot of courage and a big heart to forgive this person, truly forgive them and move past it, to wish the better for them, and more importantly, to believe in them. Believing in this person who has once wronged you. If we believe that everybody is good, but some of us may be misguided, thus evil, then we believe that this person also wants to do the right thing. And if we really believe it, it becomes true. And if it is true, then that person is not desiring to be on bad terms with you, not desiring to do bad to you. There's just some sort of miscommunication or hurt or problem along the way that's impeding the friendship, relationship or whatever to proceed correctly amongst the two of you. We see Bojji's empathy and courage time and time again as he forgives those that have tried to even kill him. As he chooses to be the bigger man, he builds himself up to be a correct king that has loyalty behind him. If you become a person that strives to be the better man and that forgives all that do wrong, traversing through the pain into the other side of it and overcoming it, you will see yourself followed by people that are inspired by you. Bojji has many other traits that make him admirable, such as bravery in the face of adversity, resilience and humility. But what other things can we learn from him that are less obvious? That will be his unshakable hope as well as his ability to bring people together. When a mighty enemy comes upon Bojji and his companions, they're scared. Naturally so, nobody wants to go into a war where you feel like the blade is pointed at your neck already. Seeing Bojji, a much smaller person than all of them, walking up to the front and leading the fight head on with courage, uplifts everybody around him. This hope is contagious to people. You've probably seen it before in your life where there was somebody that always lighted up the room. Of course, this comes in different traits. When you light up a room, it might be with your magnetic laughter and whatever, but you can always light up the room with a specific emotion. One of these emotions is hope, and Bojji is an expert at that. He's an expert at lighting up the room with hope. That it's not over, that we can still fight. In a world like today where there's so much uncertainty and doubt, and where it feels like there's no real guidance for anybody. Becoming an agent of hope that will spread it around the world will make of you a heroic figure in your community. And likewise, this hope has the ability to bring people together. Let's say people are fighting in a war, you and somebody else. I remember reading poems about this. You may kill somebody that you didn't exchange words with, you just fought with. You don't know this person at all, but it might be that that man or woman was somebody that you could have been friends with, best friends with. That person had people that cared about them, their mother, right, other friends, whatever, and you killed them because of some issues of different dynasties, China, what? Different like groups, right, different leaders, so Russia, Ukraine, you know. Point is, you're in different groups, so the other group is evil, clearly, right? But as you take the life away from the other person, you know that something doesn't feel right. You know that the doubts of, I don't even know this person, and I made them take their last breath. Who am I to do this? Am I doing the right thing? Of course, this is in a very extreme example, but take it for any situation in which you have an in-group and an out-group. In these situations, we are not hopeful creatures. We feel despair and we submerge ourselves in it. When we submerge ourselves into delirium and anger and we let these negative emotions take over, we have an excuse and it makes us feel less bad about ourselves. But as we are all good people, that's not what we want to do. It's not what we want to choose. We wish to choose for the peace approach, for the love approach. We wish to see a picture in which we didn't need to fight this. We didn't need to end it with blades and guns. And being somebody that's hopeful to bring people together, hopeful to end the battle, and that's unyielding and unshakable in their determination, will spread these emotions into the hearts of others, like you're planting it around like a virus or something. When the foe approaches you with a blade, drop yours. For you are not like the foe. Fighting evil with evil only repeats the cycle. And the last trait that I believe to be super heroic from Bojji, that not all heroes do, but is very powerful, is his authenticity and transparency. He is an emotional guy, you know, he cries a lot in the show. Of course, he is an infant, you know, supposedly speaking and all of this. So he's not the most mature stoic person. But even if he was an adult, this isn't necessarily the best thing for a hero or a force of good to do. We are in this life to experience it. Sure, we should cut off the emotions that are bad for us, that are hurting us, and thus have some stoicism in our life. But allowing ourselves to feel is a great opportunity to also grow, and it's a great opportunity to also show that we are human like everybody else. So, Bojji throughout the anime never tries to be somebody he's not. When he wasn't ready to forgive somebody, he ran away. He didn't want to pretend. When he misses his friends, he shows it. When he feels like he's been hurt, he shows it. When he feels like he's been betrayed, he shows it. When he feels love, he shows it. He's caring. He shows compassion. A lot of men have a hard time to really show their emotions, to display them, to communicate them adequately. It's normal if you're confused about it. We haven't been taught anything, so there's no shame in being confused in that regard. But being capable of showing at least love is something that will be greatly beneficial at all times for you. For example, Bojji, it's so cute. They always like, him and his friend Kage, they would like start holding hands or look into each other's eyes and like get all that blush and stuff and like get emotional because they've both suffered. And they feel a huge attraction to each other in the sense of warm friendship. Now there are many other qualities to Bojji and his tale has not yet ended. And to many other heroes in general. But this was the short little breakdown of the things that I really liked as I rewatched the show recently. If you liked it or if you want to see other traits or moments that might be inspiring in one way or another, I have the list of anime videos in the description. Or if you want to see more stuff in general, not necessarily anime, do check out my channel if you want. If not, that's okay. Anyway, start to be 1% better every day, and much love.